life in general, BT. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. And I know a lot of times you've kind of wondered, like, being at a job for a long period of time, and you're really going above and beyond, and you're really doing what it takes to kind of stay in like the good graces of your higher ups, or a manager. And at the end of the day, it truly isn't enough. And you might be in various different fields. You might be in a corporate setting. You might be in a sales setting. You may be in a setting where things are really competitive, and you've definitely done gave it your all. You done definitely, worked on yourself. You probably looked at various different things to kind of like be better at your job, but at the end of the day, it's still not enough. And most times, even though you've actually doing the work and you're actually seeking out knowledge, outside of whatever time you may have at your job, and you try to implement that in your daily life or at your job, and it may work, or you may reach whatever goals, but at the end of the day, it's still not enough. And I know you've probably been hard on yourself, and you kind of feeling like, man, what is it that I'm doing wrong? And even though you probably have took the proper steps to kind of, correct whatever things that you have going on at your place of work or whatever profession you're in. And, at the end of the day, it's not you. It's not you. Because sometimes people can profess that they are something, but at the end of the day, they've never really did the work themselves. And how do they expect you to measure up to what they think that the job is, right? And if they're telling you like you got to meet these various different goals, or you have to be operating at a certain level, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like have they actually like executed the same? Have they actually did even a fraction of what you're capable of? And that you're operating at the best you can, or even in the top percentile. But at the end of the day, you just gotta really think about like, okay, it's not me, it's them. And I'm not trying to say be delusional or whatever, but I'm talking about if you honestly like giving your getting your honest effort, your best effort on what it is that you're trying to do, or what it is you're trying to achieve in your professional life, sales life, or just work life, personal life. Sometimes people's expectations may be so high that it may not be within reach. And then that's when you have to kind of analyze, like, okay, I mean, I'm doing the best that I can possibly do, but their bar is set so high that, you know, they're not actually being realistic, you know. And, you know, if this message kind of found you, you know, and it kind of just gave some type of like relief or any type of anxiety that you may have, you know, leave a comment down below. This was kind of on my heart, and I definitely wanted to, like, you know, share this perspective with you. You know, sometimes some people need to hear these things, and you at the end of the day, you just gotta have some confirmation, and I hope that this was confirmation for you. Okay. I appreciate you hearing what I got to say. Life in general. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.